Hello. I'm pretty sure the last time I ended off on numbers, so I'm gonna be doing this now. Oh, I had a feeling I'd already listened to this. I was like, wait a minute. So it's actually this. This song has grown on me quite a lot. Because at first I thought it was kind of trash, but the more I listen to it, the better I think it is. So, I don't really remember how a lot of these sound anymore. So I have to kind of go off of like what I remember feeling when listening to them. And I feel like it's not really emotional, and I'm pretty sure that these two are pretty emotional. So I feel like it's probably below that. So I'm pretty sure See You Tomorrow is emotional. Listen to it for a split second. Where is it? Yeah, I think that's better than that. Should I feel like most of the C ones are like where they aren't really that annoying, other than like some parts of S Forest, but S Forest has a lot going for it. So I feel like top C is where it's not really annoying, but like there's better things that you could listen to in the OST, right? So I think that this is probably lower than Vast Forest. This might. I actually didn't really like this that much compared to all the other ones because I feel like it was dragged out so long. So I think it's actually probably. It's definitely higher than this thing I found kind of annoying. Yeah. Yeah, I can't really see anybody listening to that. So it's like probably D. Maybe even lower than these. No, this is probably now that I'm looking at the rest of stuff in D, this is probably top of D. Pretty sure that's where the loop starts. So, that's pretty solid. I kind of like it. Pretty sure I remember liking X marks the spot. Let me see what they're sounding like. Yeah, I think that's probably above it. it comes to boss fight OSTs, I definitely think that quite a few of these are a lot stronger. But I think this is very high B. It's like I don't think that it pushes past them in like numbers. Oh yeah, also right as I get into black space, um, there's probably gonna be a lot more higher up because I love the black space OST, and I'll probably be pretty biased towards it. I'm a really big fan of that middle part of this. Hmm. But I'm not like such a big fan that I believe it's B tier. Let me re-listen to Photograph. I don't know if it was that good. What that one should get to right now. Yeah, I think that deserves at least C, maybe even higher at this point. What about White Surf Style? Seems pretty highly liked. Yeah, I'm a way bigger fan of that than I thought I was. It's almost at 30. Pretty sure that this is just the sped up version of another thing. I don't remember liking this either. This is by what I remember about this part, this is pretty annoying. So Jawbreaker clams should probably be D tier if that's C tier. Yeah, maybe like right there. Fate, I don't know what that is. That's probably pretty annoying if it's down in E tier. Okay, I think I think that's where I want everything to be right now. perfectly for what part of this game it's in, and I don't really find it annoying. So I think like right there. It's definitely not as good as the first part. I could definitely see myself listening to that. Wait, let me real quickly check. There's white space a third time? That doesn't make any sense. Is it the same length as the other two white spaces? Well, probably not as the first one. There's no way I can put white space all the way up here 3 times. I can't do that. That would be stupid. I'll probably just create like a tier right here that's like any more white spaces. Although I'm pretty sure that's the final white space. Anyways. Oh right. Wait, I do not remember this. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Wait, I need to re-listen to that. I wasn't paying attention. I mean, it's alright, but it's also 20 seconds, so I can't put it above these two. It's definitely not in C. But it's not that annoying, and a lot of the ones in lower are really annoying. I think like maybe right there. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe I'm listening to these wrong. I was just thinking about it, and like literally anytime I listen to one of these things, I'm just like sitting in my computer, just like staring at this thing. And I feel like for ambient tracks, I should probably like pull up a game or something to kind of like simulate where you'd actually be listening to this. Because I don't see anybody just like actually even if you're just like walking or something, I could definitely see you enjoying this a lot. And I think this is very good. So syncing, what did syncing sound like? Yeah, it's not as good as syncing though. I really like how powerful syncing feels. In fact, I think the syncing is probably a lot higher than I was giving it credit for. You're telling me they didn't even change anything for that? Why? Why? What's the point? Just to farm views and likes? um, it's not actually terrible. I've never actually heard this before though. I don't recognize that image either, I don't think. Wait, no, those are the candles. That's what? Why is this so far down? My original theory is that this is what is it called again? This is where you do the boss rush, because why would these cold? What is this? Is this the ice biome, or is this something completely different? Wait, I want to know what that is now. Maybe that is. Look, you can see that, but why is that drop so big? I don't remember the ice area having that drop. What? That's it feels like a hub. I mean, like a hub area, whatever it's called. I don't care. It's kind of loopy. It feels like it's looping. So, like there maybe. That actually goes pretty hard. Still don't think. I feel like Stardust Diving is a lot better than a lot of these. I feel like this is mainly just up here because it has such a good start. Whatever. I don't know. It just sounds pretty good, so. Pretty sure this is boss rush stuff. If that even exists. I don't even know if it actually exists. I just remember I was watching a video talking about like the best possible move sets, and he was like showing this stuff in the background, so I recognize these two, and I'm pretty sure this one specifically has an amazing OST, so I'm very excited for that. Okay, I was about to say, if I put it means everything in A tier, I was about to tweak it. I was like, what the hell? I think that's better than that. Doesn't the issue is that I haven't actually heard this in the game, so I can't say it has any sentimental value. I'm going based off of only, like how good it sounds. Like something like Numbers, I feel like it works perfectly in Spotted Scene, but for this, I've never even fought this boss. I think one of my parents might come in, so I might have to mute in a second. I don't know. Whatever. Hopefully this song is peak so that I can have it be in the opposite of this. Okay, when I first heard that, I was expecting this to be put right next to that. Maybe even lower because it would have just been an extended one. But that actually has some parts that I really like. Like there's maybe like a few second part that I enjoyed quite a bit. I think that's probably above something like probably lower than Jawbreaker. Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure that. Oh, I need to re-listen to Puddles. What? I'm gonna have a second one. Listen to earlier ones. Puddles. Oh, that is definitely higher up than I put it. What's? I don't think that it's. I don't think it makes any sense for that to drop down. So I think it's pretty solid. Forest Frenzy. Yeah, I'm not. Actually, one of these could easily go down. Like, come on. I already have two of them. So, what am I on now? Oh, it's me song. this thing made me remember just how much I actually like this. Because this is really big. And it has that as a background, so I feel like it only makes sense for it to be probably C, because it's better than that. Not So Empty House. How did Not So Empty House sound? Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of that. What about 100 Sunny? I haven't listened to that in a very long time. I don't think I ever am. I don't even know how to go down. Why can't it just... Oh. No. Why can't it just show me all of these at once? It's so annoying. Whatever. For some reason, I thought that that completely stole that. Okay, since it's not copy, that's actually really solid. Man, I don't want to push that down already. So lame. Did I already listen to Photograph? I feel like if it's above all of these, it's probably in B tier. But I'm too lazy to actually put it in B tier. Oh my gosh. This hasn't been streaming the entire time, bro. This hasn't been streaming the entire time. No! What am I doing? What am I doing? No! What was I thinking, bro? What was I thinking? No! I threw. Okay, okay. So I think I started at 110. So, no, 111. Oh my gosh, I was streaming for 40 minutes and I didn't realize. Oh no. Oh no. Well, you can still hear it, so I don't think it's not like as big of a deal as other things. But okay, let's go down the list a little bit. So starting off at 125, I put Ready Steady Go right here, and then we have Underwater Prom Queens right here, and then Cold is right here, and then uh H20 HCL is right there, and Underwater Under Low is 121 right there, and then Remember to Be Patient is 127. Chemistry and So On is 113. Oh, I don't know why I'm naming out those. This is C. This is C. This is D tier. This is D. I moved down a lot of stuff. I'm pretty sure I moved this down to D. And then let me make sure. Okay, yeah. So you can actually see now. Oh yeah, and then I also made a thing for West Space copies. Even though I'm pretty sure that's the only one. Damn it, dude. Damn it. Oh my gosh. That that ruined my day. That actually ruined my day. I don't want to restream it because I like having my first impressions. I'll have to re-listen to this one, but I actually saved it in one of my playlists. So fuck. Okay, okay. Damn it, dude. Oh, that's so annoying. Why did I do that? First of all, I am a really, really big fan that they had uh the start of this one and like when you're not in the fight but when you're about to go into the fight. I love how they added that as start if I'm remembering correctly. Um I think it's probably a little worse than this. Maybe even A. I don't think this is S when I think about it a little bit more. Dear little brother, how does that sound? Uh, oh, absolutely. Was this really that good? I'm kind of curious now. What did this sound like? Oh yeah, that's definitely A tier. Wait, what did I just click off? No, there's no way for me to get. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Unironically, that sounds like an XI song. And if you know anything about XI, they like make like really angelic sounding music. Dude, that is so good. What the hell? Like it. One second. I don't know if these songs are copyrighted though. I don't know if they're copyrighted. Let me just re-listen to the start of that again. Let me think. What XI song does that sound like? Maybe like Peace. 1 second. Let me quickly mute my audio. Alright, I think it's like a really intense version of this song. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that, but I love this song so much. This is probably my favorite song in this entire album. So for that to be compared to this is a really big compliment. That's crazy. That is so sick. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Black Space Time. I love it because it feels so harsh compared to the original, and that is just so genius. But does that make it S tier? Does that make it S tier? Because there's also a lot behind this, like a lot behind this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, is that above 3 bar logos though? That would also mean that it beats By Your Side, Lost at a Sleepover, Snow Forest, You Little Brother. Oh, this is where it's gonna start getting hard because on one hand, this song is amazing, but on the other hand, it's going against this. Snow Forest sounds amazing. Lost at a Sleepover sounds amazing by your side in title. That would mean that it's above title. As painful as it feels, I don't think it's S. Is it bad that I'm putting this so low for how high I'm about to put so many of these? Probably need to put sort of like all the way up there. I'm really trying to work on managing these because I don't want it to be where it's all just in C tier because this pushes them down. I want to like try to balance it around like unconsciously pushing this down because of course it doesn't matter technically how many of these there are. Freshish. I believe this will probably be the standard for C tier. So, because even if they're all three short, I feel like they kind of. Actually, I don't remember how this sounds, so this probably. But I also don't want to have this song be at the top. Doesn't deserve it. This I'm fine with being at the top of D tier. Alright, I actually forgot to move something down. Yeah, photograph. Photograph is probably, if I was to actually place it, it would probably be like around here. But I want it to be at the top of C because I feel like having specific songs at specific points makes it where it's like it's a standard that you have to get past, and it makes it easier for me to compare. Because if something's actually in B tier, then I feel like it has to be able to, like, I'd have to be able to compare to this and be like, okay, that's at least on par with it. And that's kind of my logic with this one too, where if something's going into A tier, it has to be a lot better than this. So I love this one so much. It's so like it actually like feels so creepy with, like, I don't know. It very purposefully messes up some notes and it adds to it so much. Damn, is that too high? I don't know. I think obviously I would rather listen to this than this, but this has something where, like, when I'm in this part of the game, when I'm in this specific area, I feel like I don't want to leave it, you know? Loki sounds like a microwave. I can't just put everything up because it's in my favorite part of the game, because that would just be unfair to everything else. Because even if this is a pretty biased review, I still want there to be like some sense of like, yeah, well, of course it means everything is going to be an S tier. Or like, I don't know. But then I also want to have some biases like Poems in the Fog. Most people probably wouldn't place that at the very top. 3 bar logo I know is actually pretty highly rated. I'm pretty sure it was like top 22, so I think that having it in S is pretty valid. But I could see these two definitely being an A or S. The only thing is that my tier list is probably going to look a lot more different because I'm only allowing myself to have 10 in S. And that's kind of like, I feel like a lot more of these, like I would definitely put like something like this and this in S. But it's the fact that I already have this set from the very beginning that's making me place a lot of these lower than they probably feel like they should be. Hmm. It's definitely just the ambiance for the most part, but oh my gosh, I feel so annoyed putting stuff inside a B tier because I know I'm gonna have to push something down. So I might just like look at a lot of these and then just go, okay, this is not gonna be in B forever. So like you're not gonna be in B. 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 You're probably not gonna be in B. Because all I want is more space so that I don't feel like I'm having to put something down every single time. I feel like a part of this is me ranking these for how like spooky they are. And this one, I do love how it sounds. It's not that scary compared to the rest of these. But then I probably have to put Calm. No, Calm has like, it feels like it should be here. With Glade, I feel like it doesn't really fit the part that it's in, and not in a good way. Like, I feel like something like this feels like perfect for the whole vibe that this is going for. But this doesn't really feel like it does as much. I feel like anytime I make that noise, it sounds like I'm gonna give it something bad. But like, I actually think this is good. Probably better sounding than Glade, but I don't think it gets up there to something like Call. Complete bottom of B, I think. This is pretty uncanny feeling, so let's actually put this down a little bit. Yeah, I think that that's probably a pretty good spot. This fits the whole part of this really well. Like, I know I just was complaining about Glade, but I feel like it's just because it doesn't fit where it's at. This fits it really perfectly. Also, these aren't going to be like exact at this point because obviously if you look at 50 by 50, this is probably pretty balanced, but then like once you're comparing like 115 to like 19, I don't really remember how this sounds. I'm just going based off of how high it was in the tier list before, you know. So like these could be higher than something like that, other than probably no, I actually like this one. So yeah, like when you're doing like the direct comparison like this, then it makes sense. But I don't really remember that much of that. I feel like this is another one where it's like kind of like these three, where it's a barrier, and once you get past that, then you're probably like these right here. Well, not this one. This one I'm pretty certain is higher than the rest of these, but these could probably be pretty easily compared to each other. this compare to what you're actually in? I think it works pretty well. And I really like the chimes that it has. Hmm. We'll put that right there. This might actually be the scariest OST number in this entire, like, in this entire list. This, like, I remember I was trying to see if I could find a secret by interacting with every single NPC in this part. If this is the one I'm thinking of correctly. Wait. No, it wouldn't be these though. It's very hard to tell. Yeah, because I remember the floor being broken there. Pretty sure that's what that's showing. I'm pretty surprised there's no NPCs or anything. But yeah, this is so terrifying to listen to. And I also made a Geometry Dash level that has a part in it which is based off of Black Space, which you can check it out. It's called Trepidation. It's on my channel. And it's at the very end of it. This isn't meant to be like a plug. This is just like me referencing something. Because I'm pretty sure I remember studying this part quite a bit, or I might have like stayed in it so that I could like get ideas because it's so uncanny sounding, and like it was genuinely starting to freak me out. And like, yeah, it's like this. If I'm going based off of just how terrifying this is, it's probably S tier, and I still want to place it really high because of how terrifying it feels. Like the fact that it like bounces between your ears before like going in both ears. It's so it's so fucking creepy, bro. I love it. I love it so much. It's not really. I mean, actually, no. This is probably one of the more unnerving ones, and I'm a pretty big fan of this part of Black Space. I don't know if I should be. I don't know if I should be rating these higher because they're in a specific part of the Black Space. But like, this is. It's kind of hard not to when it so highly enhances when you're listening to something like when I'm listening to like Poems in the Fog, I'm thinking of that specific part of the game. And I feel like that's kind of what enhances a lot of these. It's not even just how they sound, it's where they are put in the game that makes them memorable. Like A Place by the Lake, it's so memorable to me, even though I actually didn't remember what it sounded like. Let's ignore that. It's very memorable because of where it's at, and that's kind of why a lot of these black space parts are a lot higher than like the three phobias, is because I never really cared that much about the phobia parts, and the music wasn't really like that good standalone. So I think it's better than Calm, and probably lower than Fits though. This is a little bit too relaxing for a black space part, right? Like I was, it's like it has the same feeling as like, I mean, I guess black space isn't necessarily at its core. It's not really meant to be scary. That's kind of a lie. I'm not finishing that joke. Oh, I could get canceled so easily from that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Um. um. I completely lost my train of thought to that. I think I like it more than Glade though, because it's not necessarily entirely a scary part of the game, and I feel like this works quite well, especially when there's that little dude right there, that little guy next to Omori, just the shadow of Basil. Shadow of Basil. if you want to call it that. I feel like most of the time when he's in one of them, that means that it's probably not going to be scary as it is like just strange in a way. I feel like that's probably up there. I feel kind of weird placing all these so close. I feel like I should like space them out just a little bit. I absolutely hated that. Why is there breathing? Like, I don't even think I ever really noticed that when I listened to it, but like, that's all I could really focus on. I feel like when you're actually playing the game, you won't hear it, but it's so subtle that like you'll like feel like you're being washed or something, or like someone's like breathing down your neck, and I feel like that is just genius. And the actual main part of it itself sounds so good. Like I really like it. Yeah, I was just like I completely lost my train of thought again. Whatever. It's a really good remix of Lost O's Sleepover. Like a really solid one. I can't really decide where I want it to be though. Because on one hand, I feel like I should be putting in A, but because it's a remix, I mean, but I have both the white spaces so close to each other, so it can't hurt to have this like right here. Because like it at the start of it, it makes you feel that safety of this, and then it like distorts it just a little bit, and it probably freaked out a ton of people. It even kind of scared me because I was like, I knew that it was coming, but I didn't know exactly where it was coming at. So yo, this is where Mori slimes out Basil, I think, right? No, maybe no. That's like right here, right? No, but that looks exactly like when he slimes out Basil. It's too short for me to put it anywhere above C, and mainly lower C tier because I don't really put things that are so short that high up. But I think no, I think it's going in this little row. It feels a little bit too short for what it is. It feels like it should be like 3 minutes long. Although I do understand that it's in a pretty like narrow area of the game, so there's not really any point in making it so long, but it feels like it would be where is it at? It feels like it would be kind of like this. And I feel like if it was a lot longer, this is one of the few ones where I believe it would be better. But that means that on its own, it's actually really good. Don't think it pushes into B now that C tier is so stacked with stuff like Puddles and 100 Sunny and those who forget his history. Feel like feel like it's somewhere like right here. This is a pretty perfect transition between black space and red space, in my opinion. Because I'm pretty sure it goes straight into this. So I was actually gonna watch Obsession with my little brother, so I'm gonna do that right after I rank this. I think it works very well. So just go with like right there. Um, do kind of wish I really wanted to get to do it today, but I think